Luke Rockhold recently lost his UFC middleweight title to Michael Bisping at UFC 199. Since his loss, he has asked for an immediate rematch, but the next challenger was announced by the UFC, who was Dan Henderson. In a recent interview with ESPN's Brett Okamoto, he said that Dan Henderson getting the next title shot doesn't make sense, but he is happy for him to get the chance to bring home the UFC middleweight championship, and said he will be ready as a last-minute replacement if Dan Henderson gets injured. He mentioned that he needs to make a statement in his next fight and has his eyes set on the former UFC middleweight champion Anderson Silva. He mentioned that Anderson Silva is still relevant in the division, and that's the fight that makes the most sense for him now. A fight between Belfort and Mousasi, who are top contenders in the UFC middleweight division, is expected to take place at UFC 204. Belfort last fought Jacare Souza at UFC 198 and lost the fight by TKO in the first round. On the other hand, Mousasi defeated Thiago Santos by TKO at UFC 200 and is on a 2-fight winning streak. UFC 204 is expected to be headlined by the current UFC middleweight champion Michael Bisping facing off against Dan Henderson in Manchester, England. With George St. Pierre's return on a hold at the moment, the current UFC welterweight champion Robbie Lawler said he doesn't believe that GSP is coming back, but mentioned it wouldn't be a smart move for him to come back, as he's not the guy he would want to make his comeback against. After UFC on Fox 20, in the UFC rankings, Valentina Shevchenko has moved up to rank 3 and Holly Holm has dropped down to rank 4. And here is Matt Brown training for his fight against Jake Ellenberger this Saturday at UFC 201.